cord off there. I think this is the one I want. Let me get my blues. Get my medium brush. No, what are you doing? We'll use this night blue. Got a pretty color for it. Ooh, it's really watery. Oh, maybe I should use that one. I told you no. It's in the title, but it's Creature Caster. It's the Lady of Chaos from them. I got a Adepticon a couple years ago. She's really cool looking, so I wanted to paint her. And she's been sitting in my to-do group for quite some time. Sit down or you're gonna hold up. Stop. I had a green stuff, so I pinned all of her bits and green stuffed her because she kept popping apart. The only part I couldn't green stuff was her wings. And her base I have up there too. I'm gonna paint her separately from her base first. Before I this is very watery. Yeah, she's a really cool looking model, so I'm excited to paint her. I get to use one of my favorite blues too to paint her, so that's cool. I couldn't find the box I had of her, so unfortunately their picture's kind of dark, but I'm gonna paint her in like a similar color scheme. Maybe do a little something different to the wings, but are you working on anything today? This is just a regular paint, but for some reason it's like watery down, but it actually makes it better for me. It's Game Color Night Blue. This guy right here. So it's a regular paint, at least that's what I thought it was, but it's very watery, even though I shook it up. But I like the effect it's having anyways. Ooh, what kind of fantasy models? The, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on their names. The ones you usually play, or a different one? I'm blanking on what those guys are called. I apologize. Yeah, I really like how this blue is coming out, so I am perfectly okay with it being kind of watered down. Stormcast, that's them. But you're, okay, you're doing the dwarves, gotcha. And welcome. I'm painting this cool creature caster lady. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why the paint's so watery, but I'm okay with it, because it's actually giving me a lighter color than it's giving me closer to the color I wanted anyway, so I'm okay with that. You and your dwarf ships. I don't want to say I'm anti-dwarf, but I'm a bit anti-dwarf because I started painting one for someone, and then they never paid me, so it's kind of like the commission I started and never got to finish. Yeah, if it works. It's a new paint I just picked up, so I wasn't sure, like, it's supposed to be like the range that kind of matches GW's old paints. But I really like the look it's getting, so I'm okay with that. It almost is acting like a contrast paint, right? Excuse me. And I'm going to do, she has like this little armor on her chest and stuff. I'm actually going to do the lava-y look on it, like they have in the picture, because I think that'd be really, really cool. So black armor with like a fire towards the tips. And it's also a good contrast for the blue. But yeah, I've been wanting to paint her for a while, and I'm like, you know what? Creature Caster has a contest going on anyways right now, so I'm like, this is like the perfect time. I just had to green stuff every little bit of her and pin a lot of things because she kept popping apart. Including pinning, or I had green stuff her butt crack because there's a split in it that wasn't supposed to be there. But I did a pretty good job green stuffing, so I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, I still do too, but I'm going to attempt to do the very highest points in like that flame look. But we'll see. I can't do like non-metallics yet. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Yeah, mine's not really like a glow effect, unfortunately. I have done that before on some of my old Sisters of Battle, though. This blue's almost like a wash, but I freaking love the color. It's like my favorite color blue, so I'm super excited right now. Yeah, I'm finishing up this week. I have the Baylor and a Blood Bowl team I'm finishing up to give to someone. But I wanted to do something different for stream because this is actually, she'll probably be for a couple streams because she is, there's a contest going on right now for Creature Caster. And she's one of my, I don't say a centerpiece model, but she's one of my models I want to be, like, really well done. She's not really for any particular game or anything. She's just gonna be a nice piece for me to have. And she's a succubus type demon, so I mean, like, that's a win right there for me. But they have some really, really, really cool models. And they're actually not that expensive either. Like, she was only like 50. So, like, I think like 50 or 59. But so, and she comes with like a really detailed base too and everything. Okay, you're getting off. You're being bad. Nope, off. And they had some new ones released that are only like $20 a piece that look really cool too. I'm like, I kind of want them. They are resin, but at least it makes pinning them a little easier. I mean, I'd cry if they were metal, honestly. No, you are not sitting. Go away. But I really, really like this color blue, and it's acting like a wash, which is so cool. Yeah, I mean, some of them are just fun to have. No, Yumiko, you weren't sitting. And I'm painting her off her base because her base is, it's very detailed and it's also very, very breakable because all the little, here, I'll show you real quick, hold on. Without breaking. So, oops, let's try to go that way. So all these little hands and stuff, all these little hands are each individual piece I had to put in. So like he was individual, this was individual, this was, so like, this thing will break if I'm not careful with it, but it's a pile of freaking skulls. It's cool. Stop. Yeah, isn't it like crazy detailed? It's all like dead bodies and souls floating, so I'm like super excited to paint it, but I didn't want to paint it her on it because I knew for sure I'd break her. This is the model that also drew blood for me, so there's actually blood on this model because I couldn't get it off before I framed it. Yeah, this blue is so pretty. Yeah, all their models are super detailed, and they're. Yeah, I broke her before I pinned her. I broke her like 7 times, so I'm like, I'm gonna just pin her so I stop breaking off parts. The only part I couldn't pin was her wings because they're kind of, the attachments are kind of small. But I pinned her leg, this leg to here, this to this leg on, her head, both her arms. I pinned her hands. So I had a lot of pinning. Luckily it was resin, and then I green stuffed the parts that still had like little tiny gaps. There weren't like major ones, but there was enough where I felt like I needed green stuff. Especially since I'm making it, like I said, more of a centerpiece. I'm actually going to paint the wings the same color as her right now. And then I'm going to go in and add like purples and like burgundies into it. And I'm going to attempt to do like a glowy effect, but we'll see when I get to that point. If I can manage it. Like, I've done small glowing effects, but never anything major like this, so it will definitely be a little bit of experimentation here. And her one toe is broken, or not broken, but her one toenail is like cut short because it goes into the base for her to stand on. She only stands on like a foot, so it's kind of hard to balance on there too. So I'm gonna probably pin her to her base as well. Pin her butt, or paint her butt, I guess. Yeah, I picked her up because she looked really, really cool, and I'm like, you know what? Let's paint her. It's my little fun, like, project. Yeah, this paint is so watery, but it's working, so I'm okay with it right now. It does feel weird painting her butt, though. She almost looks kind of Tyranish with some of the chitin on her, too. Maybe that's why I liked her so much. Who knows, though. I've seen a bunch of different ways for painted up, but I'm not exactly sure what direction I'm going to fully paint her yet, but I am starting with the darker blue. I know that. So she's gonna be more of a blue demon. I've seen some do her like gray. I've seen some doing her. Yes, Tyrion Slash, two of my favorite things. It's probably why I like her so much. Now, if she just had catters and a tail, we'd be all set. She'd be totally a me figure. Alright, music stopped. And the blue actually looks lighter on there than it is. Oops. It started, then I messed it up. There we go. It's more of like a purpley blue on my end. I'm hoping with pinning she won't break as easily anymore. Because she has a lot of little pieces onto her. And I try to mimic the webbing on her wings when I green stuffed her. Green stuff what on? Oh, the tail and ears. I've done my own tail on ears before for Space Marines. I have a set of 5 cat Space Marines I made. The ones like on its back playing. They're all like I use like Space Wolf motif too with the fur. But the ones on its back playing with stuff, which is funny. Another one looks like it's using the litter box. But yeah, that was. I went on to Hero Forge to try to make a me figure on there, and it just they had the cat ears and tail, but they didn't have enough options for like the dress and stuff. Like, well, I was gonna use a wash on her, but I won't need to use the wash since this is kind of acting like a wash anyways. I don't even talk to Andrew anymore since the shop's been closed. Is he still around? Is he still playing stuff, painting stuff? Yeah. I don't have like a whole army. I just have I did 5 different models up what because I was testing them out. Well, I assumed he existed still. I just haven't like I wasn't sure if anyone from the shop still talked to him or because the only one I really talk from I don't talk to yes I don't talk to a lot of people from the shop. I talked to Tobias a bit and Nico. It's a kind of the people who are regular going because like Terry and Eric didn't go as much anymore. I hope there was a new kit. It smells not the paint. I think it's you, cat. Gross. Oops. Hey Justin, how you going? Gotcha. I don't hear from. I see him on Facebook sometimes with his comments, but that's about it. It's gonna be so much fun to get finished. But she's gonna need a good chunk of the case by herself. I need to get another case because I'm running out. Aw, thank you, Anthony. How are you, sir? I enjoy doing it. I think it's partially because I'm artsy. I love doing the detail work on it, and I like experimenting on it a lot too. Oh, well, did you get offered the job, or is it just an interview? At least you're getting interviews. I'm still having no luck whatsoever. It's frustrating as can be. Grab her. I didn't do her whole full foot, so we'll try to do her foot. I'm trying not to touch her while she's drying too much. Oh, if you had to, I gotcha. Was it for something similar to what you had before? Yeah, I was getting yelled at by one of my friends for some of the ones I was applying to, and I'm like, look, there's not much out there. I have to take what I can get and apply for what I can. Gotcha. And I can't do anything sales or like I'm not good at selling stuff or anything that has like commission based stuff. That would not work for me. And anything I've seen open in the Chicagoland area, Indiana, and stuff, that I know I can do, I've applied for. Just some of them had like 600 plus applicants. It's ridiculous. That you could probably find a lot of work in the warehouses and stuff. Yeah, mine. I'm looking for something in my field because once you get out of your field, it's really hard to get back into it. We're gonna try it. Maybe we'll grab her sword lifter. Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunately I have to stay in my field, otherwise it will take like years to get back in there again, and I don't have years. Yeah, I know lots of warehouses you could probably find something in. I'm paying all of her specs because I don't remember where her armor is. Paint her horns a different color though. We could try to get her butt and everything fully covered. Yeah, this is acting like a wash, but it's really cool, so I'm okay with it. Weird. Is anyone else having issues? Because it's not showing me dropping over here. Yeah, especially the way people are right now, retail is not a way to go with everyone being selfish dingbats. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure it wasn't me, because it'll tell me usually if I'm dropping, but like lately I haven't been dropping, which is awesome. Just want to make sure it's not something I'm not seeing. Because I only have it up on OBS, I don't have it open or anything. Alright, who's talking about me over there? Today is Little Riding Hood. Just a fun, simple one, and I can move my arms to paint easier. I guess it's more of a punk Little Riding Hood. I do have a kitty in my lap, but she's being a brat. I love my cat dearly, but sometimes and she's trying to eat my paintbrush again. But sometimes she's being a butt. Right? You're being a butt. She likes to try to steal my paintbrush and stuff on a paint. No, sit down. She actually doesn't get it on my miniatures usually, which is good. She gets it on me, just not my miniatures. Because she's not sitting up here with them. Oops, I was painting myself. Here, you're gonna hold my paint thingy, thank you. Yeah, she does get here everywhere, just not on the miniatures, luckily. And I brush them a lot too, so I think that helps. And with it being colder, they're gonna shed less too. So we're painting the inside of this wing here. So I think I can grab this toe without messing it up. Yumiko, you sit down or you're getting off my lap. I told you that. Twice. Sit. Sit. There. Excuse her whininess. So I'm trying to get underneath the arm really quick because I missed part of this. But I'm trying not to... I can't grab certain parts because I'm afraid they're going to break if I do. So the sword arm is pinned, so I know it's safer to grab. Do any of you have a model or a project you really want to work on, but you're kind of afraid to start it because you want it to be like a really good one? You're like, don't want to mess it up, because that's how I was with her. I'm like, I don't want to. I was afraid to start it because I want to mess her up. What are those? I don't know all the new Sigmar stuff, if that's one of them. Oh, God. Oh, do you have a blank one to paint or something? Or are you just switching what chapter it is? Oh, gotcha. I thought it was an army or something, so I was like, I don't know the name. Well, that's cool he's brought back at least. Man, this girl is so cool looking. I'm so excited. No, I was talking to Jeff's. Oh, you had the plain. Should have grabbed one of those plain ones and I didn't. I still have a female blank one I got from somewhere, and I was gonna try to like use Sculpey to make her into like a sister battle or something. I just haven't gotten to it. Also, I'm not very good at sculpting. That's one thing I want to learn is how to sculpt really bad. I want to get some of those like little metal blank Reaper figures that you can actually. They have like the base of like a human anatomy, and you get to add the clothing and stuff on. So I want to make some of my characters as figures, and that might be the best way to go about it. Yeah, the female one I have is plain gray. They had like a plain male and plain female one, but not as anything. It's cool they have the blank Space Marine though. Yeah, that freehand is always tricky. For me, the biggest thing was hello, angry one. For me, the biggest thing with freehand is I'm always afraid it's not going to be centered. I'm always going to like start it and then it's gonna be off centered. Even with like text and stuff, it always freaks me out. So I'll sometimes even draw in with pencil first where I want it to make sure I'm gonna be at least even. Stop! You cannot eat that. Like the people that do like giant murals on their tanks and stuff. Yeah, I can see that too. So cool. No, this is one of my personal models. She's a cool demon. I've been wanting to play for or wanting to paint for a while. I mean, if he wants to borrow her to kill you guys, that's fine too. But she's gonna be my baby. Oh, kitties. Oh, I don't know where the treats are. Give me a second to find the treats. Oh my goodness. Did mommy not get your treats out? I may have to go get their treats because I don't think, hey, I get your treats because I don't have them here. Be right back. Come here, Kate. Oh, she's going to bed. Nope, can I eat the bag? Come here. Alright, come here, Yumiko. Come here. Come on. Come here. They get 2 each of these. They really like these new ones. I found some new treats they absolutely love. They're called, here. I forget I had 2 webcams, so I was trying to do it. Yumiko, where are you? Come here. Come here. Come up here and eat your treats. Oh, you can yell at Anthony for making you move. Alright, so here's your 2. Yumiko. Here. Yumiko. Yumiko. Right there. Okay, you got them. Good girl. You ate all your treats. There we go. Oh. Okay, now you can lay back down. Hey, hey, hey. Don't eat the paint, please. I don't want you to... This is really water. You get it everywhere, cat. Actually, maybe I'll get a bigger brush for this. Do I have a bigger brush I can use? I'll use a bigger brush since it's so watery. Can't believe it's already Wednesday. It's like the weeks just go by faster and faster every time. Okay. Trying to get under her wing here. Now my hands smell like cat treats. I'm gonna welcome Zach. Let's see you sneaking there. Whoops, I just hit the fire, no. I'm trying to be gentle with certain areas because, like I said, they... Oops, I don't know what that is. It's like a piece of flesh that didn't get off of there. I don't want to break any parts off, though, because she was a pain in the butt to build. Pretty, but a pain in the butt. Yeah, she's one of my projects I've been really wanting to mess with, so... She'll be really cool. She's the Lady of Chaos. There's another queen one there I wanted to get, but she was a little more pricey. I think they were sold out of her when I got this one. But got her like 2 years ago, I think. I don't remember. Because the Adepticon was canceled this year, so last year. Yeah, she's going to be a really cool mini. She's definitely going to be a centerpiece. Thanks for sniffing me, cat. Why is that music stopping? And this is a new paint I got too, and it's like almost like a wash, which is really, really cool because it's giving it like a... That means I won't have to use the wash on top of it, and it's lighter than I was thinking it was going to be, so it kind of will make highlighting it a little easier too. Yeah, you can't... It looks more blue on their thing. Mine, it's like a purple blue. Ah, thank you, Zach. Yay! Is it gonna fall in? Oh, look at the little kitty faces! Oh my gosh, look at the kitty faces! I forgot to change to cat faces. I love it. And most of them stayed in there. So yay! Yeah, I didn't realize it changed to cat faces. I'm super excited about that. It makes me giggle. It's weird, but it makes me giggle. Okay, this one does not... Let me try going back. Let me fix my music because it keeps stopping on that song. I don't know why. Try a different song. Yeah, that song keeps like dropping halfway through and I don't know why it is. As I was telling, if you're just joining, I had to pin a bunch of things on her because she was a lot of pieces. So I had to pin her arms. Her legs were each 2 pieces. Her arms were each two or 3 pieces. I can't remember. I think one arm was 2 pieces and one was 3 pieces. And then her wings were 3 pieces as well, each. And then her head was separately. And then her little, the little claws on the back of her knees and her feet were both extra pieces too. Yeah, she was a lot of pieces. So I pinned her so she won't, and she's not even on her base yet. That was a million pieces too. I don't know if he snuck in here, but her base is really cool. It's a bunch of souls and ghosts and stuff. And all the little arms were individual pieces I had to glue on. So yeah, she's gonna be really fun to do. Fun but time consuming. But I'm gonna try to do her for the contest this company has going on. She's a succubus turner, we decided. Okay, I'm trying to, let's see, I think I can lift up the wing a little bit without breaking it. Yeah, green stuff part of it, but I could not pin her wings, unfortunately, because of how small they were. So I'm trying really hard not to snap them off. So what's everyone up to tonight? I really like this blue color. It's called Midnight or Night Blue. Looks almost like a midnight blue to me. Well, little other, those are really cute. I have a little sketchbook I take with me on walks and stuff to just sketch sometimes. I either take that or a book and I'll just like sit halfway through the trail and just do some sketching stuff. Sketch anything in particular, just practice sketches. Oh, your usual kind. Gotcha. An economics paper, how fancy. Make sure I got all these little areas over here. As I said that, my cat now got fur on my thing. See, whenever I write, it's always like fantasy stuff or poems or other fun things. Do I dare ask what it's about? Yumiko, stop it. You don't need to lick plastic. I don't understand you cats. Yumiko? No. Let's see if I can get the back of her wing over here. I don't know, can you see all the texture in her wing? It's crazy. She's like all this little ribbon texture in there. Yeah, this model is super detailed though. Yeah, it sounds a little sleepy time to me, but is there any murder in it? hand. She has so much little detail on her. It's ridiculous. Get this side done on her. This paint has a unique smell to it too. Not bad, just unique. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to get into the little parts that I missed. Because I want a nice full even coverage on it. So I gotta get her hand still. So she's like summoning up flames, which is really cool. With her hand. Making sure I get all of her little fingers and... So the flame kind of encompasses some of her arm, but I'm actually going to bleed over the blue onto the flame a little bit, and the flame will bleed over onto her skin as well. So I'm going to bleed over a little bit into the flame. So it has a kind of a blended effect to it. So we're not going to do a ton over, just a little tiny bit. Make sure I get everything. I think I got it all covered. We're doing her claw's a different color. Because there's so much texture on her wings though, if you just go over it like loosely, you're gonna miss parts. So I gotta kind of do like a heavy coat, but also make sure it's even. And I said I should probably run to the store after this too, because I'm almost out of Monster and I kind of need my energy. I was gonna go tomorrow, but I decided I needed it tonight. I'm also, so I said I'm going to do the wings slightly different, but I love the contrast with the oranges and reds against the blue. That's why I'm going to do her armor black with the lava look on top of it, because I think it would look really sharp and really stand out. But she is the Lady of Chaos. She does not care. So the next couple days are going to be lots of painting for me. Possibly a walk. So we'll see. I'm in the mood to take a walk. Except for I lost my Fitbit at my parents' house this weekend. So, bummed about that. But I mean, it's somewhere in the house. I just don't know where. And with a lot of stuff they have there, it's going to be hard to find it. So I'm sad my Fitbit's gone. So I can't like count my steps right now and stuff. I'm almost done with her body. Grab her sword again and flip her. I've been watching American Horror Story, and I'm on season 7 now, I believe. Oh, excuse me, that was a burp. Gosh, her detail is like crazy. I love it. They do not feel the fit because I can't count the bits. Like I'm making a mess of myself. It was very sad that it fell off because the thing was loose, the band part, but I can usually like tell when it like slips off. But we were kind of trying to help my parents clean a little bit, and in the mess of a basement, and it fell somewhere down there. I just don't know where it went, so it's gonna be interesting for sure. I just hope I can find it. It was a gift from my sister, so I'm kind of feel bad that it fell off. Do your bits feel a fit? She even has like similar textures to the Tyranid. It's crazy. I love it. Angry One, did you do cycling today? Or are you doing it tomorrow still? I think we got most of it covered. Do a flippy around and see. Oops, there's a little part in there that didn't get covered. Just checking to make sure I got every little area. And then we'll give her a second to dry. Oh, I missed this part. A couple touch-up areas. Looks like, okay, so now I can let her dry for a second. Heart rate. I thought that was like, you said the Greek goddess, and I was confused for a second. Hecate or whatever? Hecrate. I think that's how you say her name. What's this weekend's weather like? Because it's been pretty nice and cool out lately. I love it. I might take a walk tomorrow, and then Saturday I'm going to try to start going at least twice a week to do my walking. Possibly more. My check engine light went off my car again. It was on when I went to my parents, and it came off again. So I don't know what's going on with my car, but I'm trying to clean up my handle. If I got blue all over me. At least I didn't get it on the cat this time. Okay. So let me take a better closer look at the model to see what color they did her horns in. Okay, they did like a dark purple, it looks like. Dark purple black. Oh, her horns are going to be cool too. So I'll do her horns black, and then they're going to actually have the gradient lava on there too. And then her sword is like a deep red. I don't know if I have that burgundy color. Something similar maybe though. It looks too bright, but I can start out with this color. That's that ruby red. I don't know if I want to do a shiny color on her. So we can start painting the sword while we're waiting. We're going to start with just the base color red. Then we're going to end up washing with like the burgundy. I'm painting a little weary enough so I don't want to pick her up when she's drying. See, I'm still hoping for more rain, but that's me. So I'm watering down the paint a little bit so it goes on smoother. It's a base paint, so it's already thicker to begin with. I don't care if I get it on the middle part because I can paint over that. Just hold her toe still while I do this. Yeah, I've been liking the weather we've had lately. It's been nice and cool. I went out and rode the bike a little bit outside, so that was cool. We're gonna flip her. Yeah, I'm definitely more of a fall or spring person. Those are my favorite seasons. I don't mind winter; it's pretty, but I'm not good with super cold weather. And then summer is fun too, but I can't deal with the extreme heat either. So I'm kind of like I'll stick with my the nice medium weather. So some of the paint is leaving like a glossy texture, but that's okay because once I start highlighting up, and if I don't really like if it's still showing like a shiny texture and I don't want that, I have a dull coat spray. I can spray over the whole thing. Some paint just doesn't. It's not. I don't think it's supposed to be a gloss, but it turned out glossy. I almost thought I maybe did my gunmetal. I have a gunmetal blue. I thought I might have. I was afraid I might have used on that first, but because she's mostly, there's a couple areas where she's not dry yet, but most of her is dry. Get a little bit red on the sword. Yeah, that paint smells really. I gotta look up that paint and see like if it's supposed to be glossy, if it's supposed to be. It also smells really weird too. So not bad, just like weird. So get her red sword done, and then we'll start getting the black. So she has like intricate armor on her chest as well. I have a bigger picture I can pull up for myself so I can see it. It's like almost like curled horns on her chest. It's interesting for sure. I almost wish I had the black in the dropper bottle form, but I do not, unfortunately. So we'll have to use the regular paint pot for it. Sorry, getting some caffeine. So let's shake up my. It looks really weird right now. Like I always, when I'm painting models, like I start getting, I don't want to say frustrated, but I kind of like, oh, it looks really bad when I'm first starting. But then as you start adding the highlights and the shadows and other colors, you're like, okay, it doesn't look so bad anymore. Like I was doing some the Blood Bowl team, and I'm like, oh, I don't like the way these look. And then as I added more and more, I'm like, oh, okay, they look pretty cool. The only problem with painting this black is you're not going to see the details super well. But once I do the lightening up, you'll see them again. I don't usually like painting just plain black because our blues so... Actually, maybe I'll add a little purple into this. Let's see if I can find my dark purple really quick. Brown. Purple wash. Light purple. I have every color but the purple. Cool. Let me check, see if it's on my thing. It is on here. Sorry, if I get this paint out, it's stuck. Got it. Yeah, that's why I'm like, I start my one, I'm like, oh, I hate the way it looks. But then as you add more colors, you're finally like, okay, looks better. So I'm actually going to add a little bit of purple into this black. Not a ton, just a little tiny bit. So it's not a pure black. Yeah, and sometimes when you get to that point in the model, you're like, oh, this looks so bad, I need to fix it. And then you're like, oh, wait, as you do more on it. Like, she looks kind of bad right now because it's just... There. We had a little tiny bit of purple in there, so now it's going to be not super easy to see, but it's not a pure black. But I think I watered it down too much, so I got to be careful. I might have to do a couple of coats on this. We're actually going to get my smaller brush because what's in the Canyon Valley effect? Oops. I just licked my bad brush and it's gross. I don't think I've heard that term before. So I brought my cats this mini cat house to put next to my desk so they could sit on while I'm streaming and stuff. It was like a $20 cat house. It wasn't expensive. And they crawled in it twice and ignored it since. I'm like, I got this little cat house so you guys can sit next to me and watch me stream, or when I'm painting and watching stuff. Nope. They ignore it. They like the box that came in, though. So I'm painting these little swirly doodads on her chest, her armor. Oops, I forgot part of her ear either. Almost at her ear. What is... Someone explain it to me, please, before I attack you both. Where between a newly primed model where you can see all the detail to the points and shades to the highlights. Ah, gotcha. I've never heard that term before. So interesting. Yeah, because when you first do base coat, you can't usually see a lot of the details, and it just looks weird. And so I think I'll put too much water in it, so at least she's starting to get some details on her body. She has, I don't know if you can see it really well. I'll take a picture of it. So her armor actually has like little claws on her rib cage. It's really kind of creepy but cool. It's like a bunch of little claws holding onto her rib cage. Gosh, it's creepy. I love it. So one of the painters I follow that I absolutely love, he actually uses oil paints on a lot of his miniatures, and he uses the same brush constantly. Doesn't clean the brush, doesn't do anything. It's kind of crazy, but he's a really good painter too. Makes me a little jealous. I'm like, how do you do this? It's crazy stuff. But he does the oil paints because they blend really well. I definitely put too much water on here. So I'm trying to get right up to the base of her skull where the horns go. But all of her armor and all of her little doodad spikes are going to be black. For this purple black I made. So I'm being careful with this because I already did the base of her blue. I don't have to go back over it. Even though I didn't mix colors, it just would be better not to have to go over it again. So I'm trying to hold her without breaking her. So she's like a little swirly armor piece on her boob. Hello, Alex. How are you? Playing with some tentacles today? You should like her. She's a crazy like demon lady. Boobanoid and kinky. Those are three random words together. Yeah, she's definitely a cool miniature. Listen, I watered down my paint too much and it's bothering me. Oop, on my stuff. It's always that song. Okay, we gotta figure out why this. Can we skip this song? Let me see if I can go back. Let's see if I can go past this song, because it always skips. History. Blah, blah, blah. There, we'll try to see if it can go around that song. Ah, you didn't order mini Chinese? Jerk. Actually, I have to go shop. Oh. I think I might last in the fridge for a day or two. So I have to go shopping, so I can always order Moe's and pick it up afterwards. Maybe I'll do that. I was going to run out to go shopping anyways afterwards. Thank you, Alex. So I'm trying to be really careful right now so I don't get the black onto the cool blue skin I did. So when I do like usually when I do like the base colors of like the skin or like a large area that I haven't painted other things on yet, I don't care if I'm a little messy with getting over onto other things. But then once you start doing detail, you have to be careful unless you want to have to touch up everything. Nope, sit. And now I'm painting her toenails. Oh, lovely. So you can really see some of the color coming back onto it. I have to see what else is armor for sure. It looks like she has arm armor. Yeah, it looks like the leg armor. Her chin is all black. I got pictures to try to help me like see where her armor is. Okay. Well, that's a really cool looking one too. So one of the ones I have open, they have a lighting effect on it, which is really cool. So yeah, her leg armor. Stop it. You cannot eat the paint. What is wrong with you? So we're going to do the leg armor in this black color too. Of course, it will be highlighted with the reds and oranges and stuff. And she has like these, almost like a spiky collar behind her kitten, which is really cool. I think most of it. So after we do some of this, we're going to actually wash the, so you can't tell if I put this against the color I mixed against the pure black, you can definitely tell the difference. I used to just use plain black all the time, but now after watching some other hobbyists and stuff, it's always good to make like not a full-on black color, because every like if you think of animes, a lot of the anime hair and stuff has like either tints of purple or blue in it. It's not just a pure black. It's just, it makes it look nicer on screen and on pictures and stuff. I really like this lady. She's cool. And it's actually because it's actually good I painted the whole thing, because the black's, like I said, it's a little watered down, but you can actually see parts of the like the blue tint behind it, so it's kind of cool. It like helps blend it together. It's good to use the color like of the skin and other things too. One thing I learned from watching people, like if you have the blue skin, you want to use blue tints into stuff. Yeah. Like I did one of the girls I did the cape on. She had like a black cape, but I ended up mixing in like magenta because the inside of her cape was magenta. And it doesn't seem like a lot, but it does make a difference. It's kind of crazy. So I'm touching up this area that was too watered down. It's not something you would normally think of, but like it does make a difference. I even do it on my drawings now too. I add instead of using I don't use just pure black. I use either like a charcoal color, or I use like a blue black or a blue purple. Sometimes both. Like when I do my succubus girl, Freya, I use a black purple and a black blue in her wings, and you could tell the difference between them. And it's really kind of cool. Let's see that's. All right, thanks for stopping in, Jeff. Have fun. I'll try to pop on. I have to run to the grocery store after this, but then I'll pop on when I get home. Probably work on some other things while I'm watching. But thank you for stopping in. So she sent some more detail on her, which is cool. Yeah, all these little tiny it's kind of dry. So like her little spikes back here, those are all separate pieces. This little tiny spike guy here. So we're going to start with coloring in everything I know is going to be this black purple color. And then we'll start messing around with other areas. I also want to wash the sword too. And yes, I'm using my smallest brush for all this stuff because I missed a couple areas, but I think I have. Oh, is she sitting on it? She is sitting on it. Yep. And she was sitting on my, so I might get fur on my brush. I have to be careful. A little bit, not much. She keeps trying to lay on my arm while I'm painting, and she doesn't understand it doesn't work that way. Touching up some areas really quick that I missed on her feet. Okay. So we're going to really quick go through the wash on the sword. Yeah, she's my per monster, right? Can you say meow? She did half meow. I don't think you guys heard it though. So let me grab my red wash over here. Shake it up really well. And then get my washi brush, which, oh, there it is. I'm like, I know I have my washi brush. So you can see her nose. Come here. Put your nose all the way on. No, over here. Over here. Can you see her grabbing the brush? She likes to play with the brush. It's goofy. You cannot have this brush. I need it right now. You cannot have this one. I need it. Let's hold her foot still. This is what I deal with when I'm drawing or it's looking pretty cool. Ow! You just got red wash all over your paw, cat. Jerk. Oh, she hit the thing. Yeah, I started doing the armor. Oops! And I spilled the wash. I started doing the armor on, No, stop it! Before it all spilled. So we're going to attempt to save some of this wash that I just spilled everywhere. Okay. Yeah, so I started doing the black on her armor and horns, and I didn't do pure black. It's a purple black mix. And then her sword's washed now, so it's drying. You need to stop it. You cannot eat all the brushes. So we'll go back to working on her horns. Oh, and there's a chunk of something there. I don't know what that is. It's actually the base colors always take the longest. Once you start doing other colors, the highlighting goes a lot faster. At least I've noticed. So the chin doesn't go all the way down to her foot. It goes almost, but not quite. And we're actually going to, so the white, I'm actually going to start with white on the flames here because, it actually goes out to darker colors. So I'm going to start with white and then do some blending down to like a yellow here. Into, and into an orange, into the red, into the other flames. Because she kind of balances like this. Oops. I'll show you like this. But so she'll stand on here. I think that's, oh, that's where her foot goes, right there. So that kind of attaches together. So this model is so crazy though. It has so much detail on it. And I keep like wanting to check to make sure I'm doing it right. Yeah, she... So the kitten like collar piece she has, I'm gonna make black as well. But not fully black. I'm actually just kind of doing the watered down black on top of the blue. I'll have to mix up some more though. Yeah, she's gonna be definitely very cool. Once I start doing all the highlighting on her skin, you're definitely gonna see crazy progress. Do I have a yellow I can water down? Where is my yellows? Oh, it's a bow. I thought I had something in my hair. Tie this so it doesn't fall out. There you go. So let me get some more of that black mixed up really quick. Not watered down as much this time. No, you cannot eat that. Okay. I will add a little bit of water, but not as much as I did last time, because I watered it down too much. I always break this. I always break my cheap brush. Get my medium layer brush. So now we're doing her crazy leg armor. Thank you, Alex, sir. Are you blowing people up tonight? Or are you just relaxing? You don't know? Well, then obviously you aren't doing it at this moment. Why are you annoyed too? I don't think you told me. Work stuff, probably. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I'm getting like paint all over me. So we're going to try to do the leg over here. That seems normal for that area. Because of her pose. I love dynamic poses, but at the same time they're a lot harder to paint. Because you have to rotate the model constantly to get into the poses. So it looks like it goes... No, don't move for a second. I got some of the paint where I didn't want it, so I'm going to see if I can clean it off. Good. Got the paint off of where I didn't want it. So, yeah, sometimes if the paint's still wet, you can clean it off easier. But I got some paint onto her skin. I didn't want it there, so I just went and cleaned it off. Now you're getting fucking fur everywhere. And her arm has a lot of, I think she has almost like a black thought on. Cat, you're driving me nuts. See, she has like a black, almost like a bodice thingy on underneath, so you don't see her naughty bits. But yeah, this place makes really, really cool miniatures. So I can love their stuff. So we're gonna kind of turn so that I have my light here so I can see a little better what I'm doing. I'm being really careful because I don't want to get it onto other areas. And some of the details are so tiny, it's really hard to, like, not hit other sections. So it takes extra caution. But she's slowly getting all painted. She's definitely going to be somebody you don't want to run into, probably. So because it was so watered down, I have to go back over and touch up areas I did before. I have some color sorters too. So her little, the clawy doodads on the side are all this blacky color. They literally look like Ripper hands. There's just a bunch of claws. It's ridiculous. I love it though. I'll have to take a picture to show you guys because it's hard to see on here, but so many like little claws poking into her rib. I'm trying to not cover the claw parts. I don't know what color I'm making those yet. Because most, I was gonna make her claws all black, but then they won't show up if I make those black as well. You're sitting down here, you're getting off my lap. I mean it. So we'll try the claws on the other side here. Okay. Oh, what are you doing? It looks like I missed a couple little areas up here at the blue, but that's okay because they're getting covered anyways. So some of her chitin actually blends into the skin, like it's a part of her skin. That's why I thought I saw a bug there. It scared me. So I'm gonna have to do some blending in that on those areas because I don't want just like a hard stop, if that makes sense. I gotta figure out what to do these other claws as too. So you pick one color and then things kind of change on you, so you have to decide. Modify to go with it. So I don't want just all black claws on her the chest part, so you won't see it then. So you can see Demon Booty. So these I am watering it down a bit more because I'm going to be blending these things. So I'm just making them almost like a darker blue. We'll turn it over so you can see. So I'm watering it down so the blue is still showing through on these guys. So you'll just get like a darker tint of the blue here. So give it some like definition without changing the color completely. Yes, it's a really cool model. Stop licking. Being very gentle with her too, because I don't want to break anything. Yeah, when I first built her, I didn't pin anything, and I dropped her on the floor, and her parts scattered everywhere. It was crazy. So I just did darker on her tips of the wings, and on her tops the wings are going to be darker too, because she has like chin on the top of the wings as well. So let's try to turn her without messing her up. Oh, she has chin like inside of the wings too. That's crazy. This lady is nuts. Yeah, so she's gonna have a lot of shifting colors on her. But it's kind of what I want, so it's gonna be awesome. Her chin goes down really far. But even with the webcam, I mean, you can see all the texture on her wings and stuff, so it's gonna be a lot of fun to highlight up, and she's gonna be a super detailed figure. That's for sure. No, I don't, Nightbot, but no, I don't, Spammer, but thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and bow off your butt. I need to set a mod on here too. I keep forgetting to. Block. Yeah. Up. Okay, we go. go. Bye-bye. Thank you. Yay for Brandon Bots. So just don't have a ton of time left. I don't want to start mixing another batch of the black. Take a look what color her claws are really quick. Okay, we'll do them like a Zanduri color. And then we'll probably add some other color into there for blending it better, but for now, I should probably use my baby brush. So move you out of the way. So I just go in there and get her the little tiny claw areas. So I don't know if you can see the little claws I started highlighting on the side there. So she's a few of them in there. And they're super tiny too. I think she's another one over there I'm missing. I think that's a claw. Yeah, it looks like one. So she has these little claws on her side. We're going to do the other side too. Oops, I just watered it down too much, so we gotta clean that up really quick. There, we got the color off. So I'm using my tiniest brush for these little areas because they're very, very small little claw things. The inner claws aren't as bad because I can touch them back up with the black purple if I make too bad of a mess with them. So we touched that up a little bit, and I think I have a little tiny bit of black left. I can do some cleanup on this side because I messed it up a bit. So there's another claw in this back there, so let's go get that really quick. Some tiny claws, so maybe one on the other side I missed. No, I got the one on the other side. Okay, it's just this guy. So we've got her claws down on both sides, her little rib cage claws, or whatever you want to call them. Oops, I got something on that. I'll have to clean that up when I do the red. So let's see if I can get some of this red in there really quick to clean up. So I watered down the red that was left. Doing a little bit of cleanup here. be over and do this back side. Because the wash kind of pulled weird back here. Not bad, just not the way I wanted it to pool. So it'll take some cleaning up to do. And when the paint's really watered down like this, it tends to dry a lot faster too, which is good. Good and bad. If you want to blend, it's bad, but good if you want to just do multiple layers quickly. So we kind of clean up the sword a little bit. We'll do more cleanup later on, but this was just to give it, to smooth it back out a little bit from where it pulled and I didn't want it to. With that though, I'm going to call it. So thank you guys for joining today and hope you had fun, and we'll be continuing her next week. I figured I'd paint her on streams. I might do a little bit in the meantime, like hopefully primer base and stuff, but most of it will be done on stream so you can all see it. But thank you for stopping by, and see you later.